Cambodia must have a lot of challenges these days, economically, politically, socially. There were, our news in this country talked about some demonstrations this spring and reactions from the government to that. Reported some deaths of garment workers at that time. But our news has gone quiet since spring. So maybe you could tell us a little bit more about the background. American news is typically very poor for filling in the background to stories and then carrying on beyond the flashy news bits. So maybe you can just tell us a little bit more about the real story.
The reason of people, thousands of people in Phnom Penh and outside Phnom Penh coming from provinces in Cambodia to Phnom Penh to demonstrate it against the government, because we don't want to have this government. It happens after the election in July 2013. In that election, the results that we received from each location area that people vote, we knew exactly that CPP, the party who rule the government now, did not win the election because people don't need this government. So many people elected for another party, a new party that we hope that they can bring justice, good economics development to the country. But somehow when the result of election, the national result announced by the National Election Committee, they changed the number.
So there's no international oversight of the voting at all?
No, only national observer, but all national observer or organization who work with National Election Committee and work with the voter, they knew clearly that the election was not acceptable, was not fair, and then the result, they changed the number. The CNRP, the one that many people supported, won the election, but somehow when they announced that the CPP, which ruling the country, won the election, so everyone could not accept that. We came to Phnom Penh, we protest against the government. The first goal is request them to count the vote again, to count, and the international organization or embassy, foreign embassy in Phnom Penh observe the exact number from counting, but the CPP refused that. Then the CNRP want to revoke re-election, could not accept that. If they cannot count the result again, so need people to vote again. So people like 1 million, about 1 million people came to Phnom Penh almost every day to demonstrate against the government need to an election again. not wait until 5 years later. But the government did not agree this. And at the same time, there's other demonstration from government, from people whose their land were grapes, and also demonstration from factory workers to demand for the increase of their salaries, because the salary that they got now, $90 per month, they could not pay for the even their living in Phnom Penh. They could not support themselves, not even sending or saving the money for themselves in the future. So
$1,100 a year, that doesn't go very far.
yeah, so the demonstration from people who support CNRP, demonstration from people who lost their land, demonstration from factory workers, it become bigger and bigger and bigger in the city. So the problem that happened, the government just sent their security forces, soldiers, carry weapons to shoot demonstrator, and that caused many, like 50 or 60 wounded, 5 dead. Demonstration from people who support CNRP, demonstration from people who lost their land, demonstration from factory workers. It become bigger and bigger and bigger in the city. So the problem that happened, the government just sent their security forces, soldiers, carry weapons to shoot demonstrator, and that caused many, like 50 or 60 wounded, 5 dead at one demonstration event, but the previous demonstration there's 1, 2 dead, and they arrested those who still demonstrated against the government, and they beat those who demonstrated. So now we don't have any demonstration because we cannot do that. It's very risk, and taking risk as it can lose their life.
Yes.
I also joined demonstration.
You said there's a new law, I think, when we spoke the other evening.
Yes, the government, because they afraid people coming to demonstrate, so they issue a rule that people cannot meet in the city more than 10 in the public area. People cannot come and meet, even not even talking about government or do whatever, just meeting, discussing, or whatever that showing the people meeting is more than 10 people, it's prohibited by the new rule.
So, where are things now? What's the...
Now the people, same as the CNRPs, just trying to request the help from foreign countries to intervene to help the Cambodian people.